All right, everybody, welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. We just finished discussing about the cinematic universe, movie universe. Now we're going to talk about the cinematic TV universe. It's not as action-packed as the movie universe with everything's going on, but we do have plenty to talk about. Matt and I were avid Teen Titans fans, so we keep up with the Titans show. Not to say that we're avid Titans fans. Season 2 has been going wonderfully, but Season 1 was definitely a rocky start.
Garbage fire.
Yes. And then after we're done discussing that, we're going to talk about the CW's DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths. They have a lot of people coming in from old roles. It's exciting. Hopefully they don't mess it up. Hopefully they don't make it the usual CW soap opera that they usually make it. And then, I mean, it's true.
Oh, yeah, the CW's bad, man.
And then Hulu decided, after working on the Ghost Rider show, they weren't happy with it, and they canceled it.
One quick question. Was it Johnny Blaze or was it Robbie Reyes?
It was Robbie Reyes, and it was going to have the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's okay.
Gabriel Luna.
Yeah,
he did a good job.
He did a good job, but I'm sorry, but I'm
a Blaze boy.
I'm a Blaze boy, but we'll get to that last. We're gonna start off on Titans. So, people that haven't watched it yet, the first season, it was a much darker toned season, focused on Dick trying to find his way to
Batman.
Yes, very much like he hated Batman. He was upset with him, even though really a lot of the stuff was his own fault. And he formed a bond with Raven and Gar, Beast Boy, as most people know him as, and Starfire. There was a lot of weird stuff that they did with that first season. They made Starfire into a Russian hooker, essentially. And she was setting people on fire. And,
oh man, was I so disappointed.
And Gar, every time he transforms, he turns into a tiger, and he's naked when he's done, and he just turns into a tiger to steal stuff. And apparently he can't turn into anything else. And
they only had the budget for the tiger.
Yeah, they only had the budget for the tiger. And then with Raven, this was this actress's first role, so we gave her a break.
Vast improvement, though. She is doing wonderfully.
From season 1, season 2, fantastic job. I think we can all agree on that. And then season 2, the first episode, you can totally tell it was supposed to be the original season 1 finale, so it was kind of a bumpy start. But then from the last 15 minutes, it's been a wild ride.
Titans are back!
Yes, exactly. Just as our beloved Jason Todd said, Titans are back.
And I love him.
Yes.
Only because I can't wait to watch him get his behind beat.
I cannot wait until the Joker gets that crowbar.
Right. He is the character you love to hate. Whoever, the casting was perfect. His acting is perfect. He is an annoyance.
All I'm going to say is that guy got so on point. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Titans ends up using a crowbar instead. That's all I can say.
Oh, no. Hey, latest episode, man. The Dr. Light episode, Dick taught him a lesson.
Yes. Mr. Miyagi him.
Oh, man.
Curran Walters
is
the
name.
guy that's playing Jason Todd right now.
Great job.
Doing fantastic.
5 stars. You are killing it. I hate your guts.
I didn't know how I felt about him at first.
Season 1, when he was playing as him, I was not thrilled.
I wasn't super into it, but that aggression that he's got, you can definitely see where even Bruce has kind of got a headache with him.
Yeah, he's like
Bruce is like,
well, motorcycle in Wayne Mansion. Oh, heck no. I imagine if Alfred
was
there.
Right.
I imagine Alfred would have blown a gasket.
Yes.
Tire tracks on the Wayne Manor carpet. Oh!
That kid would have been in a stretcher.
Would have went World War I on him.
Yes.
My point being is, so, to come back to the whole thing, right? It's a vast improvement.
Yes.
That blue filter, still there.
Not as bad as it
but
was.
Nowhere near as bad. I'm sure they fired the original editor into the sun and got a new guy. They just can't get rid of the blue filter because they're contractually obligated to have it.
in post processing, should we add a blue filter whenever we talk about?
No,
Titans?
let's not. Like, I would feel sad for the viewers.
Can we, like, I know that this show is supposed to be dark and supposed to have a little bit of edge to it, but that theme song is super edgy. It's so
I was
edgy.
so confused.
Look,
Like,
look.
it's supposed to be, like, the Teen Titans are supposed to be lighthearted, and I'm like...
I'm wanting the,
And-
I want the Teen Titans. Go.
No. Okay, whoa. Look, for however much we love the original animation,
It's not accurate to the comic.
No.
at all.
The original comics were dark, and I know that,
Yes.
but, like... I don't know, man.
Look,
The
I
music
think
does not match.
not at all. But listen, here's my thing. I'm a huge fan of the 1980s New Teen Titans run.
Yes, it's the best.
That is me. That is my life. That is every issue. And I have to be there for it. I don't like that certain things got changed. Like, I think that anything related to Titans should start with Coriander breaking off of that Gondorian slave ship. That's just me.
Yes.
That should be the opening to all Titans things. But I'm okay with how they've developed the history. I am horribly, tragically sad about the results of episode 4. Because besides flashbacks, that is a waste of casting. No spoilers, of course. I mean, unless
It's too new. It's. I
we
guess we can talk about it. Just spoilers ahead of time, viewers and listeners. If you want to cut through this, you can. I would give a few minute cut because we're going to talk about the tragic loss from this past
latest
week's
episode.
latest episode. So we got the build up of Aqualad, and he was perfect cast. His relationship with Donna was on point.
And man, was he just a blonde surfer boy that we all wanted to love. And then the
What
Terminator
do I gotta
shot
do
him.
here? I'm like,
I mean, maybe get a beach bod, maybe get a surfboard, and we'd be there.
I didn't know what I wanted
No,
to
I
see,
mean, like,
but
I mean, in reference to the show, because like there was a moment where like you really feel for him with everything that's going on with Donna. Donna's like trying to put that distance, and he's like, "What do I have to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what do I have to do?"
He's like,
Well,
I'm always
apparently what he has to do is confess his love and then get shot by Slade.
horrible. Tragic. It's like, no!
Now she's gonna love him forever.
Right.
Because
'cause
essentially he's her Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman's, love.
Yeah.
That he's become that for her.
which is kind of hilarious because they almost look alike. They're both blonde.
I saw a parallel. Of
Right,
that.
I'm like, are you looking at your older sister's love interest?
Yes.
I was like,
One of the things I really took away from this episode is like, I know that it deals with adult themes and like, but you don't really get much as far as like relationship adult themes.
Yeah.
So like when you have some people that have been friends for a long time and they do like each other, but they have that boundary between them.
Because it's been so long. They've known each other since they were
Yes.
12 and they were in their late 20s.
So when she does end up sleeping with him and he's like, "Did you sleep with me because you were gonna get away?" Like,
Yeah.
are you
Really
running from
scared?
our relationship?
Yeah.
Not that he makes the great escape, though. But
But like I thought that was really, really nice for them to touch on like some
she left him
important.
with soda though.
She did
She
leave him
left
with
him
the
with
orange
soda.
soda.
soda that they love from kids. They're bubbly. Oh my god, it was so romantic. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, writers.
She left him with
Writers are
soda.
here.
Fantastic job.
Actually, the strongest piece of writing is Raven's call to Coriander.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Raven calls Starfire, I'm just like,
In episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
I felt that.
Their
that was
connection to each other.
emotive. The actors were on point. The writing was on point. Coriander's decision to leave her love interest locked in the starship
Yeah.
with like
I'm
Because she-
on the way.
She's like Mama Bird. She's like,
Right.
I'm there.
Which is I love, but we get no build up in season 1 for this payoff.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
I
because
don't-
originally
Yeah, in season 2, like the the second episode, they talk about how they miss Starfire, but in the first season, they barely spend like a day or two with her. How do you miss a woman you only know for a few days?
right, it's weird. It's
Yes.
super weird.
But obviously, they have a connection with each other, and they focus more on that in season 2.
So I like these character dynamics. I do. But they're
Yes.
so far removed from the comics that they leave me just floundering sometimes. Right?
yes,
Because it's almost like a character assassination, but not really. For instance,
it's
right?
an alternate universe.
I know, but like Dick
Like
is completely out of bounds for what Nightwing normally is.
yes,
He's not Nightwing yet. But he's
Not yet.
completely out of bounds.
He's definitely going to be. I saw set photos.
Of him in the suit.
In
I mean, he already hit the 2 stabs when Rose cut the stab.
Bro,
in half.
that
I was like, okay.
I was like, right, there we go.
Yeah, time for him to get away from the Tim Drake staff finally.
And just start beating people. It's going to be on point.
See, that's the thing that's been upsetting me is like the only like as good as Dick is, as good as he is, we haven't seen his full potential yet.
No.
We haven't seen him actually unleash a case of whoop ass. The closest we got was when he like put down Jason.
Yeah.
That was it.
They're like, sit down, son.
A season.
Right. But no. And then Hank, Hawk even mentions it. Like, you let Dr. Light go. In the past, you would have just murked him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so hold up one second. The problem is that character archetype isn't Dick's. It isn't Nightwing's.
No.
It's Todd's. And I'm like, it's like Batman and Superman all over again. You can't have 2 of the same character in the same show.
Well,
That's
obviously
literally-
they're trying to pull away from that.
Now.
They realize that was a mistake. Well, this show was originally produced, well, not produced, but was drawn up and designed for TNT. TNT backed out, and then DC was already working on their streaming service. So when you see that first season, I've seen some TNT shows. I don't like most TNT shows, but that felt like a TNT show.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I mean, so here's my thing. Right?
I thought that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was weird when they even announced it. Like when the news articles first started rolling out, that hey, Titan series coming to TNT. I was like, am I reading this right?
Like, why did you buy the Titan IP? TNT? Like,
at least with
I knew
Krypton,
TNT for
with
like
sci-fi,
crime
made more
dramas.
sense.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here, but anyway.
Well, I mean, obviously the crime drama aspect for Titans was that Dick was apparently a detective for like an episode or 2.
Yeah.
They don't even talk about that in season 2. There's no mention of the
When he
fact that
joined the police force?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
he obviously was a detective in Chicago. Now, obviously he's not. Or he's
Right.
still on leave. Who knows?
More importantly,
Honestly, they don't care.
More importantly, they moved to San Francisco.
Yes.
Thank
In
God.
the rightful place.
Right.
Right.
Titans Tower isn't a giant T, but I like it.
I was totally expecting a giant T.
I know we live for the things that we love in the comics.
I would love a giant T, but with the way that their world is made, I was
They have
not
to be a little bit
expecting-
more serious.
I mean, I totally understand that, but with that, okay, so what they did was they tricked me at first. Because they had that interior shot before they had the exterior shot.
With the window?
With the windows,
and
I was
just
like,
is it actually a T?
and then they did the exterior shot, and I was like, wow!
Look. So follow me, right? The thing is, so I have what, 20 years of history with Titans, more so than that, but really from 1980s onward. And so I have some ideas about character relationships, right? And so, like, some characters aren't here, of course, but some character relationships are just completely where they are, right? There's a little bit of chemistry between Starfire and Nightwing.
As it should be.
Right? There's Hawk and Dove.
Yep.
Right?
Although, obviously, Dove much prefers
Dick, which was strange
Yes.
because I was just like, that was a thing. They gave me a 1-sentence explanation of it. By the way, they're just like, oh, well, after her and Hawk burned out, she immediately hopped over the Dick, and I'm just like, okay.
That's why.
There's Aqualad and Donna, which is A-okay.
I honestly think that they're going to tease because he died. Another interest for her, which will be, and they teased him in episode 2, which is Roy.
Yeah, Harper.
Yeah.
Harper.
Yeah.
I think they'll bring that in at the end of the season.
Which is also perfectly fine.
Yes.
Love to see him.
I'd love to see Wally too.
But see, and then some of the character interactions were just really strange for me because, like, now in the comics, Raven and Coriander, Raven and Starfire are diametrically opposed characters.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now they're almost sisters.
In this one, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Todd and Dick are diametrically opposed characters.
Yes.
Right. Now they're still opposed, but very similar to each other.
Yes.
Right? Jericho and Raven are supposed to be a really big connection.
That's not happening.
That ain't happening at all.
No.
I was just
I
like...
like that guy, though. The little bit that I saw of him, he did a good job.
They did some really great casting. The only thing I have to complain about is that he doesn't have a Jufro.
I like the 80s Jericho had such a fro.
But it was such good hair. I'm just like, look, can we get him a wig?
The guy still has some curly hair.
I know, but can we get him a wig, though?
I like the fact that they made Jericho and Rose, which is appropriate, and Adeline all Hmong. I think that is awesome. Yeah. Because originally, Adeline is white, and Jericho is white, and the only one that is Rose because he slept with somebody else.
Yes, yeah.
So I think that's really important for them to have that kind of tied together because that is
one of the edits that I find to be positive. Yes, and I cannot wait for us to actually get Ravager.
Yes,
bruh,
because she's gonna look amazing in suit.
I've seen her the backside of her suit because someone posted a picture of them putting her suit together. It looks like the comic book suit.
Yeah.
She has the bandana and
everything. Yeah. Yes. To get full-fledged Ravager, man.
You have to have the bandana.
Boom. Yeah, right.
Okay, so rethinking that this is going to be the... what am I looking for here?
Think of the word. What you got?
I want to say Lazarus contract, but it's not the Lazarus
Judas
contract. Judas contract.
Lazarus
contract comes later.
Yeah, I think
that's Damian Wayne's.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think that the Judas contract, they'll do a different spin on it, and they'll make Rose.
Can we just not?
I hope they don't.
Can we just not? Can we just do
to death?
Can we just I just do it again?
But with Tara.
Verbatim. Yes. Just do Judas contract.
I cannot watch.
But they can't now because they already...
I cannot watch Gar and Tara again. I can't. I just can't do it again.
I liked it. I've always liked it.
It's a nice relationship, but I cannot watch my boy go through that.
Again, yes. It is tragic. This is what, the fourth time across all different mediums that we've had this happen?
Well, obviously, I mean...
it is tragic. Beast Boy gets railroaded hard.
It would be interesting.
But we do get to see Raven beat the ever-living crap out of Tara, and I love seeing that. Because Raven loses it, it just...
I could totally see that happening, because she definitely, like, this versions of Titans, her and Gar, I mean, and it's typical, but they have a strong connection with each other. That's how it usually goes.
The only problem that I foresee with this, and if it does inevitably become where Ravager comes in on Dick's behest, comes in, integrates herself into the team, makes everything work out, and then Deathstroke puts her in a position where he's like, you have to either pick them or some family or something. Yeah. And so, like, then what I feel is going to happen, all that character development that happened for Dick is going to drop again because, again, it's his fault.
Obviously, they would probably try to make it to where she would try to seduce Dick. That would be the situation with Ravager.
Can we not?
Yeah. I have a feeling that's the route that they would go if they decide to go that route.
No, let's not do the Judas contract with Ravager. Let's do it.
I don't want them to repeat that either. I think that they aren't going to completely go that route. I think they're really going to focus on the back history with how Jericho, where Dick purposely gets Jericho to join the team and to get closer connection to Slade, and then it backfires in everybody's face, and Jericho dies.
Well, see, because it's already strange. Actually, let's go back here for just a quick second. The order of things are a little bit off. Because the way it works is that Adeline shoots Slade, giving Slade the one eye, right? Takes Jericho. Jericho and her go off and live her life. Jericho starts to develop his powers. Jericho comes in contact with Raven. They join the Teen Titans. The Titans go up against Slade, and Slade slits his son's throat.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's already had his throat slit. Where are we in the timeline?
Obviously, Slade already slit his son's throat.
Why?
We don't know.
No, wait. And if this is a flashback...
There are going to be more flashbacks.
Right, this is a flashback with Jericho. Jericho's seen as a flashback. That means that not only did he slit his son's throat, but he later kills him in front of Rose.
Yeah.
Slade, what's going on here, man?
So here's something that I think is, I just had this thought. When Dick is watching the footage of Rose and her face comes up and he like stands up and he's like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Do you think he saw Jericho's face in her?
I don't
Could
think
be.
so. I don't
But
think
I
so.
mean, the hair color is so bright and vibrant that it makes it hard.
I mean, I got that, but like
Yeah.
the way that like I get that Dick.
I don't think he knew that she was related to him. I think he saw that it was another person like the other Titans that was in.
Maybe
What he could have.
He stood up so fast.
Yeah,
It was
but-
an
but
immediate like.
see, that's my thing. I don't think it's recognizing Jericho and Rose. I think it's recognizing Slade's fighting style in
Yeah,
Rose.
that could have been that because the
Yeah.
fighting style is.
I agree with you.
But he was also just as surprised when he found out that was her dad.
Sure, but that doesn't mean he can make the immediate connection.
He could have been still surprised because he's like,
That's
I was
Slade's
right.
fighting style.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
he's like, oh crap, I have Slade's daughter.
Right, or
He
she could have.
hates us.
Because remember,
and the entire
they,
Titans are like,
What is wrong
are you
with you?
doing?
This is going
Because you're
to kill
drawing
us.
Slade's attention. But my point being is that they all thought that Slade was dead.
Yeah.
So him recognizing Slade's techniques means that he could never confirm it, at least in his mind, because he thought Slade was dead.
So do they still think Slade's dead, or do they know yet?
They don't know yet.
Maybe. But
Well, no,
besides
sorry.
Jason
They do.
knows.
They do know because
Yeah,
they
Jason
saw the
knows.
surveillance footage of him
That's right.
beating Rose.
That's right.
So
they
yes,
do know.
they do
And
know
then
Slade's
Jason
back.
definitely knows because he got Jason right now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I hate that they cut away because I wanted to see Jason get his butt handed to him. By
I just want to say that Deathstroke stood there and watched Jason.
That was a
Like,
funny scene because he's getting
probably-
beat and he just starts laughing and you hear the footsteps in the background.
You're like,
And Jason
oh,
turns
crap.
around slowly. He's like, "Oh crap!"
Terminator.
Yep. Okay, well, the thing with him watching that, can you blame him?
No.
Dr. Light was
Irritated the daylights out of him. I'm just like, if you weren't useful, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's the exact look that like Slade was giving him. He was like, "You're lucky you're useful right now." He didn't have to say it. He just gave it with his eyes. He's like, "I want to kill you so bad right now. You know you're talking to me,
Right.
That was a
right?
joke.
You're nothing compared to me."
And it's really strange. This version of Dr. Light is very far removed from the comic book version of Dr. Light.
That guy plays like,
but
anything
it's a
he's
really
in, he does-
unique reprisal.
yeah,
I like it.
that actor does a good job of being that douchebag that's funny. Like he's self-aware. He knows he's a douchebag.
Right. Consciously aware of it.
Yes.
In fact, that's the reason why he made the whole joke with Slade. In fact, he knew that he had just screwed up, so he's like, "I'm gonna keep going
Yeah,
because there's no way of going back,
No.
right?" He's like, "I see what you did there," and I'm like, "You really want to try pawns with Slade Wilson? Okay, I see how it is." But no, Titans has made me happy. It's not the adaptation I wanted, nor was the original Teen Titans animation the adaptation I wanted.
But you enjoyed the adaptation of
And
it. in
it's
animation.
reaching back to that level where I am going to enjoy this.
Well, like one of our good friends, he'll know. I'm not going to say his name, but he'll know if he watches this. One of our good friends says, view this as an Elseworld. And once you view it as an Elseworld, you enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, if you can't accept it.
Yes.
I did not season one.
I like it. I like it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devontae, actually, we told him to just watch. Because he has
Season
not
two,
watched
right.
season 1 like the rest of us. We protected him from that dumpster fire, and he watched season 2. He still feels like he needs to watch season 1.
Even
So
though
we
we're trying
warned
our
him-
best to persuade him
warned
not
him, If he watches the dumpster fire, that's on him.
to.
We tried to save him from
I'll
it.
watch it eventually.
It's
Alright.
not that bad. Like, I know they think it's terrible. I can get past it. I've seen a lot worse on TV as a person that watches pretty well all fall TV shows just
Two
to give them a
words.
chance.
2 words: character assassination. That's all season 1 is to me.
See, and I'm on
Season
a
2 is character
separate,
redemption.
separate fence because I could watch bad acting with good cinematography.
But
I
it was
cannot
both.
watch good acting with bad cinematography.
And holy crap!
Okay, so we're going to end the topic on Titans. Obviously, the ones that have seen season 1, we all agree that it was very messy. It had terrible cinematography. The acting was rough. A lot of it went against everything you knew about the Titans. And then season 2, they realized their mistakes. They try to fix all the wrongs they made. They try to make some rights, and it is beautiful. It is a fantastic season. I hope they continue it with season 3. I can't wait till we find out more about the situation with Slade. But now we got to get to the next topic, which is another big DC event that's going on. It'll be probably around December, I do believe, and it is DC's Crisis of Infinite Earths on Infinite Earths. My apologies.
There are multiple variations of that title.
There is.
That is Crisis Infinite Earth. So
Yes.
you got to get the right one.
Yes. So
DC is not creative in that way.
No. I will be honest with y'all. I have not watched The Flash or Arrow in probably 2 seasons because I got so burnt out on the CW DC shows. I do not like them anymore.
They are the most formulaic.
I
Copy and paste it.
Yes.
Just.
I love Arrow season 2, but I'm biased because of Slade. They did.
Yeah.
I love the Slade arc in there. I mean, I felt the pain that Oliver felt when he killed his
Laura.
mom right in front of him like that.
Look, all I gotta say is season 1 and 2 of The Flash,
Fantastic.
great. Season 1 and 2 of Arrow, great. And then you get to the season 1s of the other shows, and we're like, Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not a comedy guy. People enjoyed it.
We got friends that enjoy it.
Right.
I couldn't get past season 1. I stopped.
Of those. And I'm looking, when I say those, I say Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl. I've heard so many good things about Legends of Tomorrow. I have not heard a single redeeming quality for Supergirl.
It's because there's an audience that they're trying too hard to accommodate for with Supergirl, and it's too obvious that it's hard to watch through.
Look, Supergirl. Supergirl makes Titans season 1 seem good.
Well, first of all,
Supergirl
season 1 of
is
Supergirl
bad.
was produced by CBS. I don't like most CBS shows, so
Well, CBS does do just horrible work.
yes.
Looking at you, Star Trek Discovery.
I've heard, because I have not watched Supergirl, but I've heard that our favorite Martian makes an appearance, but it's a dumpster fire.
He's one of the main characters throughout the show.
Yes. Well, okay, so
His persona, his alternate persona is anyways.
let me explain it to you in the most agonizingly painful way possible. You remember who Hank Crenshaw is?
Yes.
Okay, he's Martian Manhunter.
Well, Martian Manhunter took over his
Right.
yeah.
But hold up.
life,
Hank
essentially.
Crenshaw Right. Hank Crenshaw is not gone.
He's not gone.
Hank Crenshaw comes back in Supergirl.
Yep.
So you have Hank Crenshaw Martian Manhunter and Hank Crenshaw. You know how retarded that gets? And no way, by the way, Superman's never here.
Superman shows up every now and again in
But
the show.
Superman is just not there. So all of this is going on, and Supergirl is the one handling it.
She also
Horribly.
handles Lex Luthor in later seasons.
She also handles the Kryptonian invasion.
It's all about Supergirl.
And it's all bad.
Yes. Although I hear that they are working towards making a Superman show.
They make a Red Tornado cameo.
Yep.
Red Tornado's a villain for that episode.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he goes haywire.
Of course.
So we're like, Red Tornado, yay! We have the Daxamite.
You do not want to watch this.
Hey,
There will eventually be a supercut for this where the light in my eyes dies because it's happened a few times already.
Right. The Daxamites appear. You know, the cousin planet to Krypton.
Yeah.
Right. There's a Daxamite that Supergirl gets into a relationship with.
Yeah, very close. They are essentially almost married.
So a dumpster fire. What else? Wait, because there's so much wrong with Supergirl. I can't even begin to fathom how bad it was.
Let's not focus on.
Yeah,
I watched it.
We need to focus
I
on
know.
Crisis
Yes.
on Infinite Earths.
Okay. So Crisis on Infinite Earths. Even though I have not watched the seasons, I know the gist of it. Essentially, what was the guy's name that appeared with the last big event, and he basically made a deal with Arrow. He's like their version of the Watcher.
Give me a second. Wait, no. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna screw up here if I do it just off the top of my head. Because I want to say the In-Betweener, but I think that's Marvel.
That is Marvel.
That's Elder of the Universe.
Yeah.
The Beyonder?
No.
Also that? Nope, I can't freaking remember. It's just, I literally have blanked on it. It's just DC cosmic entities never really stick as well outside of Apocalypse and
Yeah, if it's not a new god.
New Genesis, yeah. What is that guy's name?
I don't remember, and I feel terrible for it.
And strange enough, in Marvel, I'm like, well, why to?
I saw the
Galactus.
news about Tom Wellington, and I got super excited.
Tom Wellington?
It's
Tom Welling.
Tom Welling, my bad.
He's a Beef Wellington.
My bad.
No, you're fine. He essentially Arrow makes a deal with the guy from the previous event, and he basically gives up his life. And we don't really know that at the end of that event, but it's teased. We know one of them's gonna, and then we find out Arrow's final season. And so this Infinite on, all this is going on. Oliver's gonna die. That's essentially the basis of that. And then all these worlds, it's basically the
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. You got to worry about all this going on. So they finally found a way to bring so many characters from different movies or TV shows. So they got, like you said, Tom Welling from Smallville. He's coming with I think her name's like Erica Durant, something like that. The woman who played as Lois. Them two are coming back from their world.
Is he actually going to be Superman in this? Or
we don't know because the picture that we saw. Yeah.
Right. Look, all I'm saying is that you can't do Crisis on Infinite Earths without at least 3 Supermen. One of which is black.
Well, we have we know of 3 of them, and none of those 3 are black. So
I'm sorry to hear that. That is tragic. How do you not do?
We have Kingdom.
Kal-El.
We have Brandon Roth.
The Fresh Prince of Kal-El.
Brandon Roth, who played Superman in Superman Returns.
Yes.
And he ended up doing the Atom for Arrow, and then Legends. He gets to play Kingdom Come Superman, which I think is great. He was a fantastic Superman. They did him wrong.
That movie was a dumpster fire. He was not.
No. Yes. Exactly. We also found out one of the actresses from the short-lived Birds of Prey TV show, the 12 episode. One of the actresses is coming to the Crisis event. We also found.
Is she going to be a canary?
I would assume so.
Right.
And then also we are getting a new Atom, because there is Ryan Choi, the second Atom. Yep. He is going to be in Crisis. We found out that the
Ray, maybe? I really like the Ray. Can we get KC the Ray?
We haven't.
I love Kingdom Come.
We haven't heard anything about that yet. We have.
He was in one of the earlier crossovers.
Yes.
Earth X.
Yeah. He was in that, but we don't know if he's going to be in this one. Another big announcement, and I don't know how he's going to do with live action, but he is the man. He is Batman. Kevin Conroy will be playing a older version, kind of like a Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne.
Or Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne.
They could be going that route. Apparently, Mark Hamill, I don't know if this is confirmed or not. I don't believe it is, but I could be wrong. But Mark Hamill is going to play an aged Joker, too.
Also probably Kingdom Come.
Probably Kingdom Come. All 3 of those characters are probably from the Kingdom Come universe, which will be fantastic.
Because Kingdom Come is one of DC's best Elseworld series.
Yes, it is one of their best
in all of existence.
Yeah, so essentially they're going to make one of the biggest events ever for a TV series. Also, the other big rumor is they're going to this is a 2-parter. Apparently, they are going to try to bring in possibly one of the DC Universe shows, which would be Titans. They would try to bring in Titans somehow in this. Another rumor, which I don't know if this is going to happen. I really don't think it. Somehow they're going to show like some of the previous like Batmans and like the movies stuff, just kind of like show them without them actually acting in it. Like some of the current movie actors.
It's as simple as Team Flash comes up with the multiverse viewer and you just look in there and you see the Dark Knight playing on the screen.
Yeah, so that is the rumor, and along with that rumor, they're basically stating that's how DC will be able to do a soft reboot after the Crisis of Infinite Earth is finished.
So you're thinking that the CW shows
are
going to be a principal rebooter for the movies? Because we already have that issue with The Flash and The Flash.
Yes. That is the rumor. I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, nah. I think that one's in far-fetched fairyland.
But the rumor is that they're trying to make the movies and the TV shows more cohesive with each other.
Like Marvel failed to do?
Like Marvel failed to do. They're trying...
The Incident.
I don't know if that'll happen. I don't want it to that.
Oh my god!
I don't want it to happen.
Have we heard anything about Matt Ryan?
As Constantine coming back?
Yeah.
Isn't he still part of Legends of Tomorrow?
I wasn't sure. I haven't seen Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
he's in Legends.
He's in Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
But I don't know if he's in the latest season. Yeah, because they had a big Magic episode.
I apologize, listeners and viewers. I'm just not a big CW guy. I'm going to try to catch back up. Obviously, none of us are really big CW DC show guys.
We fell off.
Yeah, I
hate
am
watch Supergirl.
ashamed to say I prefer watching Riverdale over all the DC CW shows.
Riverdale is so good.
I love Riverdale, but it is a soapy CW show, but that's okay. It's supposed to be. It's not like the Riverdale Archie comics. It's supposed to be a soapy show. I'm all right. I can enjoy those every once in a while.
I stopped watching The Flash after Jay Garrick was a bad guy.
Oh, that was like season 3 or something like that. I stopped watching.
What was he?
At Earth X. That's when I stopped during the Earth X event.
Wait, hold on a second. What was Jay Garrick again?
He was the original Flash.
Yeah. No. You never have to explain that.
Teddy.
What villain was he?
They made him Zoom.
Was he Zoom?
Yeah, he was
Right.
Zoom.
Okay, so we have Reverse Flash, Zoom,
Yep.
Salvatore.
Yep, we had Salvatore, which was a future Barry.
Have we done Godspeed?
We did.
No, they're doing it this season.
Okay, we're doing Godspeed this season. We did Cicada.
Yeah, we did. They had one of the American Pie guys. See, I know this stuff without watching the show.
Right. Look, all I gotta say is Flash is like watching season 2 on repeat infinitely with just different Harrison Wells, which is the best part. Harrison Wells infinitely reprising.
You know what
his own
character
role.
I wish they would have come back? The guy from Harry Potter. He did a great
Draco
job.
Malfoy
Tom
as
Felton?
Yeah, Tom
I didn't
Felton.
see that.
He did a fantastic
Yeah.
job in his role.
but he left.
He left.
Who was he?
He was basically a character they made for the show.
No, but he had a name of some significance though.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I enjoyed his character and the relationship
Because
he had.
I think we also had
with,
Patty Spivot, didn't we?
We did have Patty. She was a short love interest. I'm sorry, but I enjoyed her way more than Iris. Iris's actress is
Irritates me.
yeah.
but more
I
important.
get
Well,
it.
not
She
the
hasn't-
actress. The actress is good.
She's a good actress, but the role that
The
they gave her, the character they
Iris
gave
as
her,
a character, yes.
plus that,
She doesn't feel comic book accurate.
At
no,
all.
yeah.
But more importantly, did we do Max Mercury?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm just listing off all the famous speedsters, you know.
The thing that
Impulse?
I really like,
No.
Okay.
They did his daughter. Their daughter.
Quicksilver? No, not Quicksilver.
That's
DC.
Marvel, man.
Yeah, that is Marvel. Wait. What is
His
name?
daughter's name.
Jesse Quick.
Jesse
Jesse
Quick.
Quick.
There it is. That's the reason why I got that screwed
Yeah.
up.
See, and they started teasing her with the Earth X stuff, and that was right around the time I stopped watching all of the CW shows. I was just like, I don't know, Earth X it didn't interest me, and I was like, you know what? I'm done watching CW shows. So that's where I stopped.
Yeah. I mean, the Ray was there,
Yeah.
so I came for the Ray.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, obviously, we're not huge fans of the CW shows. We have friends that will watch it religiously, and that's fantastic for them. But I love the DC Universe shows much more. I cannot wait till we get some good quality Stargirl. I can't wait for season 2 of Doom Patrol. So
GSA.
yes,
GSA.
yes, we are getting a full-on GSA. You know, they are not playing around. They're not doing this whole kind of teasing these characters.
Jay Garrick, Alan Scott.
Yes.
Ugh,
We're getting
Stargirl.
Yes, that is the shows y'all should be focused on. Crisis of Infinite Earth, which
Starman.
will be an interesting event series, a short
Captain Apple.
that I will check out. But
I can
we
keep
will
going.
move on.
JSA.
We are going to focus on the sad news that we found out earlier last week. We found out that Hulu decided to cancel their Ghost Rider show. They actually are keeping their other show that they were working on, live action one, Hellstrom. They are very happy with that. They're going to continue with that. But with the I was about to say Ghostbusters, Ghost Rider.
Never mention that again.
We're not getting on that. But basically, they didn't like the direction they were taking with the show, so they canceled it out. Now, don't know much about the show. I knew the actor because he played from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. version, which he did all right. Now, I'm more of a Johnny Blaze guy, just like Dane.
I am entirely.
I would love for them to go back to the drawing board and give us a Johnny Blaze show. They can give us Nick Cage. I know that.
Reprise the role.
Yes.
Jelly beans, baby.
The man is nuts. He is perfect for the Johnny Blaze role. I mean.
Actually, you know what I prefer? They recast Johnny Blaze and Nick Cage is the old rider.
Yes.
Yeah, old rider.
Yes.
Comes in on a horse with a bowl of...
We just need Nick Cage in there somehow.
Yes. Cameo, please, Cage.
And him screaming at something for some reason.
That's
we don't
my
know
point.
why. Just let Nick Cage scream at something.
Like he explains the Legion contract. You didn't know it was 6,000 souls. 6,000.
You see the veins bursting and everything. We gotta have Nick Cage.
Yes, please. All right, but no, it's tragic.
Yes.
Because look, Robbie Reyes has gotten a real big bump
Yes.
since the release of the new Avengers comic. Seeing that he's now part of the mainline Avengers team under Black Panther. So he's a pretty big character.
He's much more popular now.
Demonic convertible, not a convertible, muscle car.
Yeah, it's a muscle car.
Yeah, his demonic muscle car has become a pretty big staple between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the comics. So the loss of Ghost Rider is tragic.
But it might lead to bigger and better things for Ghost Rider. They're not going to let that IP just sit around.
Well, not when the rest of the Marvel Knights are coming into existence. We have Shang-Chi.
Yes.
You have Blade.
Yes.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. So all the other Marvel Knights, Misty Stone is from
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Yeah, but they're going to have to reboot those characters anyways.
The thing that kills me about that is that Netflix was posed. There was rumors for a while that Netflix was getting ready before the shoe dropped on them, and they got canceled because Iron Fist was terrible.
They did my boy wrong.
No, they got a great actor.
They got a great actor. That's what I'm talking about. They did him wrong.
Right. And then they ruined him in his first season, and then removed him in his second season.
Yes,
which is
took away his powers. I didn't even watch that.
Right. No, he had his powers for 4 episodes in that entire series. And you know what those 4 episodes were? Him acting like a total freaking junkie.
Yes.
And then the worst part is that he cameoed in Luke Cage as a better character than he was in his own show.
Much better character.
In Luke Cage season 2.
He's not wrong.
No, in Luke Cage season 2, he appears and he's like, Luke, look, you gotta chill. Woosop. Let me put some Mr. Miyagi mental Kung-Lun wisdom into your life. I am at peace with myself. You must be at peace with yourself. Get to Iron Fist season 1 in a basement. Iron Fisting a giant freaking steel door. I'm like, what's wrong, Daddy? Is this the future? Is Luke Cage before this season?
Netflix was posed at one point in time to do a Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, and Blade.
That was rumored.
Right, which would have been Marvel Knights. So we would have had Defenders and Marvel Knights, and I would have boom exploded.
So my thoughts are, if they're already getting all these Marvel Knights together, I would much prefer a Ghost Rider rated R. You know, Hulu, much deeper, more mature.
I would prefer.
But I envision that because it didn't work out, Marvel's going to go back to the drawing board and they are going to come up with a Johnny Storm series on Disney Plus.
Ooh,
Please.
Yes. What did I say?
Storm.
Sorry.
They could
do that
Sorry.
too.
No. Yeah, we could.
I love.
No.
Human Torch.
Hey, Human Torch and the Thing spinoff series, because we get tired of Richardson Sue. Let's be honest.
Yes. Yeah.
The moment they pop out that kid, go over there with Franklin.
Yeah.
We'll
and
be
they
here.
could totally do a Disney Plus with them too. But because Disney is so like, they are right into that Disney Plus. They want to add anything they can think of to add into that thing.
Right, because they're doing the best of bankrupt Netflix.
Yes, they are trying to screw Netflix over. They basically bought out Hulu. They own Hulu, essentially. They own the most market shares.
Right.
They also are trying to compete with, essentially, Amazon, too, with that. And I'm sure they don't like each other.
Yeah.
And then now they're in huge competition with Warner Brothers stuff. I mean, it's Disney. They're going to try to be the biggest of them all.
The mouse.
Yeah.
If they ever wanted to, like, expand more of their television series and bring in old actors, if they wanted to try to redo the Defenders, I really feel, because I enjoyed the combination of Misty Knight and Colleen Wing.
Yeah,
if they do a Daughters of the Dragon series, I would be really happy with that.
Or they're bringing She-Hulk. We could do Lady Defenders.
Yeah, they could.
We only need one more. Who's the other Lady Defender? Oh, wait, hold on. Anybody got me here?
Elektra?
No, I don't think Elektra was ever a Defender.
She wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think she ever joined the
I don't
Defenders.
know. I'd have to
Who
look.
was the other
I know Jessica Jones was.
That's it. I'm dumb. Thank
I
you.
mean,
She's
you
in
know,
the main Defenders. Yes,
Yeah.
there it is. Those 4. Those are the lady
Yeah.
Defenders.
Well, they could go that route with them, but I
Or
think
Heroes Fire.
I don't think that they'll give those same people those roles. If they do, the 2 that I think they would give it back to
Charlie Cox
are just Charlie Cox as Daredevil,
and Mike Coulter.
and that's exactly what I was gonna say, Mike, because Mike he is Luke Cage to me, even though the
Well,
acting was a little.
I really like Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica
Solid.
Jones.
Now the
too.
problem is that Jessica's character
Yes.
was way out of left field, but the actress looks exactly how
Yeah,
a
Kristen-
depressed
yeah.
Jewel should look.
Yeah, Kristen Ritter did a fantastic job.
Yep.
I've seen her in other stuff. She was meant for that role.
But the fact that Netflix didn't offer Charlie Cox another, like, a hop over to something else, like with the streaming service, really, really upsets me. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
because they had stuff that was pre-built for that streaming service, but if there was ever somebody that needed to continue that series, because season 3 was a letdown,
Yes.
and they need to reprise that.
They're not going to.
And
That'll never happen.
more importantly, Kingpin is now permanently one actor to me.
Yeah.
Dude, Vincent D'Onofrio did the best
Yeah.
Kingpin I've ever seen. in my
Yes.
life.
He said, "I would love to be in a Spider-Man movie. Put me in it."
Yes, and watch him. My favorite part is when he fights Punisher in the prison,
Yes.
because that is Kingpin. Kingpin fights like a massive baby, right?
Yes.
It's like there's no strategy or no
a
tactics.
massive
He
baby with
just-
the strength of a bull.
Right, he picked. By the way, perfect casting for Punisher. Bernthal's Punisher,
Yeah, it's
also
fantastic,
perfect
too.
there. Yes,
I
but picked up. Boom.
Berthal and Tom Holland are good friends.
Yeah,
when we were talking about heroes and darkness and stuff like that, I immediately thought about the Punisher because, like, well, we were talking about you.
well, Netflix's Punisher though, outside of Daredevil season 1,
Yeah.
or sorry, is it season 1 or season
No,
2?
season 2.
Yeah, outside of Daredevil season 2 is fundamentally wrong.
Fundamentally, yes.
He is not the Punisher. He's an awesome character, but he is not the Punisher.
I'm sorry, but every time Berthenol barks, I'm just like,
No, don't get me wrong. He's a perfect
Yeah.
actor for it, but the story is wrong for Frank Castle.
Well, it's just like with the guy who plays Iron Fist. The person can be amazing at the role,
Right.
but they can
They
get
wreck the
terrible
story.
script.
See,
Yeah.
here's the problem. They made it so that, I know it's really weird to put it like this, but he became a Superman archetype.
Yeah.
He's a person who gets, or no, not Superman. He became Wolverine. Literally, Netflix Punisher is Wolverine. He gets triggered by something, goes into kill mode, and then the moment kill mode ends, he retires to do something else and wants to lead a normal life. That's Wolverine.
That is Wolverine.
That's
to the
not
T.
the Punisher. Because remember, he gets done killing half of the entire mafia, right? And goes off and becomes a construction worker. And is happy working as a construction worker. And then gets triggered and goes right back into
he
it.
wasn't happy. Let's make that known.
Well,
that
as
he
happy
wasn't
as
happy.
Punisher can be.
Yes,
You know
happy
what I'm
as
saying?
Frank Castle
So
can be.
He decided to accept that life. Punisher in the comics never stops. In
Yeah.
fact, getting in Punisher's way gets you killed.
He doesn't care who you are.
right. Like, there is no end to the roadmap. Once his war begins, his war never ends.
Until
does not.
he ends.
Right.
I think what we got was character development in that point, because at the end of season 2, you see him in full Punisher gear, and he goes and just annihilates a whole room full of people.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the whole point. Like, the ideal of there ever being a off switch that, like, he ever settles in, that's not
it's not
Punisher.
him.
That's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine can calm down and exist in a peaceable way.
My last comment, because we're totally off
I
topic,
know, I'm so sorry.
is that they did Jigsaw dirty
Yeah.
for season 2.
Yeah.
In my opinion, we're not off topic because we started off about a show that was canceled and we're discussing about other shows that have been canceled.
Okay. I just
So,
didn't know if we were going to focus on that.
We don't have to stay on a linear path.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But with that being said, I think this is a good stopping point. We obviously were very focused in on Titans. We love talking about that. with DC's Crisis on Infinite Earth, I think all of us could work towards maybe doing a little bit more homework on that event. That's more on me because I'm not a big DCCW guy. And then with Hulu's Ghost Rider, there are so many things that has been canceled recently due to a lot of Marvel shakeups that it's, sometimes it's disappointing. We'd have loved to have seen what Hulu had to offer with Ghost Rider. But that's